All right, welcome back to House of Prep. My name's Jerry. Look, it's snowing, okay? I'm just outside of Nashville, Tennessee, and I know this front's been going through the nation, kind of like through the night, and now it's kind of in our area here. It's Thursday morning. It's cold outside. I think between today and tomorrow, we're going to have some temperature in the teens. So for here, that's definitely a cold winter. Starting off, right? We're coming right into the new year and we're already getting this. Schools have already been closing, and I want to talk about some preps here too in just a second. But yeah, be safe on the roads. If you guys are out traveling in this, I don't know what part of the country you live in. Some of you have probably been watching the news. Well, this is it. So I'm supposed to be doing this all day today. And I tried to pack a little bit of it because I wanted to see if I could make a snowball or build a snowman later today. So far, it's not a good packing snow, so we'll have to just wait and see if that changes or not. I'm not sure if that will, but let's talk about my thumbnail, my picture that I used for my video, bread and milk. That's what everybody buys when a storm's coming through. So us, like other folks, when I planned ahead, I saw, okay, they're predicting, heavy snow. It looks like it's holding, because sometimes the predictions go up and down, right? Looked like it was holding. So I said, okay, let's go ahead and make sure we get our perishables and stuff. And my wife had went to the store earlier in the week, and bread was already becoming an issue, okay? And I went yesterday, and on my thumbnail, you can kind of see, I think this on the very, very edge. This is my favorite bread. They had my bread, but all the other bread was getting hammered. I think the Flowers company, they have the bread trucks that come in. They stock their own brands. The Nature owned the brand. I think they had just been there because it looked like untouched. So I just happened to be lucky. Sometimes we'll do that. We'll just so I got my bread, and the other big thing was milk. So I had a backup milk. Just because, we have to use it for our cooking, for drinking with meals. So whether it's snowing or not snowing, these are items that I have to have. And I didn't want to wait until we were out and then need to go to the store only to find out everything's gone. So that's why we prepare ahead. We think of the little things that we know are going to be gone, and we go ahead and buy them. Other things, I don't know how severe this is going to impact certain areas, or if maybe certain areas also had freezing rain, but you also run into problems with power outages and things, limbs coming down, power lines sagging. So just make sure you guys are warm, you have your warm clothes. If you're out and about, if you're driving around town, be safe on the roads. But remember, we talked about this on my last video, having some supplies with you when you're traveling, an extra hat. See, I've worn mine to show you. Like I said, gloves, a nice heavy coat, maybe an extra layer, a sweatshirt with a hood. Just have some extra warm clothes as you're traveling, because if you break down, you have a flat tire, you need to get out of your vehicle for any reason. Look, the temperatures are dropping. It's that time of year. Have your home heat and stuff ready to go. I don't know. I haven't personally been watching like the propane tanks and things like that. Maybe you can jump in the comments and let me know. This is Thursday, so this is your opportunity to kind of let me know your area, or what are you guys running out of. I've been watching toilet paper. It's still kind of very low, which, like I said, that was been surprising since last week. I've noticed that that's kind of struggled again, and I'm not sure why. And at least for my area. And gas right now it has gone down, not a lot. And I think very quickly, once summer is approaching, kind of seeing that could possibly go back up and maybe even higher than before. So we're still dealing with inflation. We're still dealing with price increases on things. If you watched your budget coming into this new year, if you looked at last year, what you spent on groceries, on fuel, on household items, the cost has gone up. It just has. I mean, that's just the facts. It's pure mathematics, right? You just look at the numbers and you watch the cost of things going up. There has been shrinkflation. Over the last couple of years, especially, we've watched how products have shrunk the amounts of product that they put into their containers and their packaging. and they charge you the same amount of money. We've watched it. We've seen that happen. A lot of times it's small, it's incremental, and most of the time we just kind of ignore it because you know what? We still have to buy what we need to buy, and we still have the things we like, and we still purchase those things. We kind of just shrug it off. Well, it was an ounce, and we move forward. But that ounce, that's still a price increase, whether the price was the same or not. Sometimes it's both. It's a two-edged sword. Sometimes they shrink the amount and the price goes up. So what do we have to look forward to with this coming year? Probably more of the same, and probably more price increases and more shortages of certain things. Look, we're still dealing with and struggling with trying to come out of these last couple of years, and we're just kind of seems like we're stuck in neutral. And it just seems like that ball just keeps on rolling and it's gaining some speed. Just like when you roll a snowball, you keep rolling it across the yard, it just gets bigger and bigger and bigger. That's part of, I think, some of the problems that we're dealing with. We haven't quite seen the end result yet. And I don't know what that's going to be. I don't think we've reached the end game. I still think there's more ahead. Look, I hate being negative, okay? I'm not here to drive fear or negativity, but I'm a realist. And I understand that there's real issues going on in life, in that you can't just bury your head in the sand and not prepare for yourself, for your family, for the kids, for extended family. Just have a mindset of being prepared. And you can put a tag on it for whatever it is you're being prepared for. The fact is, weather is an example. It doesn't matter. You don't plan for it all the time. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes it comes out of nowhere. We also saw that with tornadoes in Kentucky. Sometimes weather just comes and no one predicted that. Nobody knew that was going to destroy the cities in Kentucky the way it did. And you don't foresee these things. That's why you prepare for whatever. Because everyone's like, it'll never happen to me. Have you ever heard that? You sit back and you hear people say that's never going to happen to us. That's never going to happen to us. I've seen those people say that, and some of the people up in Kentucky said that. Look at a year ago in Texas. They thought, that'll never happen to us. We'll never get the snowstorms and our power outages and be without power and no heat. That'll never happen to us here in Texas. Surprise, it did. So these are just little things. We can go on and on and on and on and on, can't we? So as you're out today and this week, and just kind of reset your mind going into this new year. Hey, maybe you had a great prepping year, but don't forget the new curveballs coming. We don't know. We don't know what the next big thing is that's going to hit our world, our country, our cities, and just continue to prepare. So, all right. You can see it's cold here. I got the breath going. The temperature is definitely dropping as the snow's coming down. And look, House of Prep's cold. So we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna get inside. But I just was wanting to share with you some of the weather, some of the store things that I was observing and running into. Like I said, bread, milk, obviously some of your perishables were the biggest hits this week. And for a good reason. Why? This is what happens. This is what they do. So, all right, we all take care, stay warm, and I will talk to you all later.